Hey folks, welcome to Burl Sports. We'll get rolling here in just a minute after I make sure the stream's coming through all right. Hope you all are having a great Sunday evening, wrapping up the month of August somehow in the year 2022 somehow. What's up, Derek? Do feel free to interact in the chat. Should be coming through on YouTube and Facebook. YouTube stream looks good. What's up, Brent? All right, Facebook looks good too. So thanks everybody for buying in. Thanks for tuning in. Got a fun break, fun two breaks tonight. What's up, Joey? All right, Zodiacally. I'm gonna struggle with your YouTube name there, but welcome to the breaks. What's up, Greg? Glad everybody's rolling in on the chat. Two fun breaks tonight. We got our post-war mixer break that we'll do first. We've got our 68 tops break as well. So two fun ones. Um, Gearing up for the start of football season. We got baseball in full swing as we, are down the stretch here. What's up, David? Hey, Michael. Hey, Steve. Absolutely. Good luck to everybody. So good times all around. My boys are back in school. I've got a middle son who's running cross country in elementary school, and so my wife's the coach of that. So got the first couple of meets under our belt, and looking to keep having fun there. But he's also playing soccer, so he's got us running right now. We'll have another pickleball season for my oldest and myself coming up at the end of September. Um, and then my youngest, I think his soccer league starts later this year. So lots of good fun going on, lots of good outside activities. I hope you all are enjoying the weather wherever you're at, whatever it's sending your way. It's a little hot here in Tennessee these days, but we'll get over it. But without any further ado, we'll get rolling. Thanks for tuning in. Um, Up first, we'll do our post-war mixer break. So 65 spots, 65 cards. Every spot gets a card. Um, this thing's jam-packed. So as you saw in the checklist, so this checklist here is what we'll use as the checklist for our break. So however many spots you bought, that's how many times your name. Oh, 103 in the shade. That's ludicrous, Greg. Ludicrous. Um, but yeah, so we'll take this list of names. So if however many spots you bought, that's how many times your name's in this list. We'll randomize the list a number of times we'll determine here in a minute, and then we'll paste the randomized list of names right next to this checklist as it appeared in the break. Now, I won't read all 65 names and show you all those cards, but what I will do is all these bolded cards we'll look at live on the broadcast, and with 65 we'll scroll slow enough where you'll be able to see every card as we go through. So you should know what you hit in this one before the broadcast is over. Um, if you want, I will post a full list sorted by participants, so you can go back and reference that whenever you like. All right. So if you would give me numbers in the chat between or including 6 and 12. Between or including 6 and 12. The third number in the chat is how many times we'll randomize the list for this break. The fourth number in the chat is how many times we'll randomize the list for the 68 tops break. Oh, see, I got you, Eli. Between or including 6 and 12. All right, so I got, all right, between or including 6 and 12. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. You only count if you follow directions. Between or including 6 and 12. All right, so through, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So Greg's got us our first number here, and then Brent, that's how many times we'll randomize since five didn't fall in. Brent's number will be the one we do for the 68 break. So thanks everybody for participating, giving me some numbers. What's up, Aaron? Really appreciate that. Helps us, get a little live engagement here. All right, so 7 times for the random on this one, and then 11 for the random on the 68. We don't usually do 7-11. There we go. Um, totally lost my train of thought there. Um, ba, 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 ba. No idea what I was going to say. Hey, it's the weekend, right? I used to teach middle school and middle school reading language arts, and I would say on the weekends, I don't I don't I don't read on on the weekends. I was just so tired. Um, oh, it helps if I pull this on the screen, huh? All right, so we use random.org's list randomizer. It's under list and more. All right, good luck, everybody. We're randomizing this one 7 times, 7 times. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so we've got Andy on top and Steven on bottom. All right, make this a little wider, but shorter. That way we don't see too much all at once, but maybe a little more than that. All right. Oh, I remember the thing I was going to say. No free spots in this one. There's free spot that was given away in the 68 break. So every break we do that's 100 spots or more, give away a free spot. Some of them that have less, but all of them that have more than 100 spots. So no free spot in this one. 65 cards, sold 65 spots. All right. Redman, Warren Spahn, no tab. Went to Andy Smith. Redmans are really underappreciated set, I assume, because they're oddly sized, um, but they're cool cards. The 53 Bowman, Mantle, Barra, Bauer, goes to Angelo. Next hit is the 53 Redman Yogi, going to Craig Zemprich. Of course, no name. There are no names. So all Hall of Famers, star caliber players here in this mixer break. So lots of good quality names, even in the cards we're not showing. Um, Pee Wee Reese, 54 Bowman, goes to Nick Polinich. And also, if it's your first time breaking with us and you want me to say your name properly and I don't do so, feel free to shoot me an email and I'll try to do better. But if you let me get it wrong a few times, it's a hard habit to break. 55 Bowman Mantle. Next one we'll look at going to Aaron Duff. Of course, this break's loaded with Mantles. 19 cards out of the 65 have Mantle on them in some capacity. A lot of regular issue Mantles, a handful of others. Um, Duke Snyder, PSA 4 in the 1956, going to Michael Gorman. If you are just tuning in, we'll get to the 68 tops break here in just a minute, rolling through this post-war mixer first. We got Mantle Barra from 57 going to Jason Edmister. I don't know if you can see, there's actually just the mark there's actually a little typewriter. 58 Mantle going to Jordan Adams. And there's no particular reason why some of these, low grade mantles are graded and others are not, other than the fact that I got the ones that aren't graded in a big group just a couple weeks ago and just didn't send them in. So yeah, that's the only real reason. Not altered in any particular way unless it's noted in the listing, like that. You know, power hitters had the typewriter on it, as I mentioned in the description. That's what I mean. So 59 PSA 1 goes to Jordy DeFelice. Not quite a full span of years for Mantle. Obviously no 51. The 52 is a Bowman. We didn't have a 54 or Bowman in here, so not quite a full span, but we did hit a ton of years for Mantle. Clemente, PSA 2 with a mark, going to Rich Anton. Really nice, clean front. Little crease there is the crease, but the mark is really more of an indention. Maybe. I don't see any ink, but or pencil for that matter, but there's like a check mark indention here. 59 All-Star Mantle goes to Howard Shapiro. Of course, the rival All-Stars has Mantle on it. Willie Mays, 1960, goes to John Pavich. Good condition here. And then Koufax, also from 1960, going to Aaron Duff. 60 Mantle, going to Brian Yacker. Again, good condition here. 61 Post. This little case I forgot to take it out of. That'll make the glare worse. There we go. 61 Post, Mantle, going to Craig Zimprich. 61 Tops, Maris, going to John Lavin, of course. Maris hit 61 in 61. Record under threat by Judge right now. Let's see, 61 Mantle goes to Howard Shapiro. This one's poor, got a pinhole or two, but nice color. Let's see, 62 Jello goes to David Ingdahl. Then 62 Post going to Randy Jones. So Similar cards, but the Jello's here on top with the Mickey Mantle in black. And you can see Post clearly has Post on it, while Jello does not. '62 Topps Maze goes to Edwin Pastrana. Then we got the '52 Bowman Mantle, spot number 30 in the break. Goes to Mike Maringer. Of course, low grade Mantle. This one walked up to my table at the National, so in Atlantic City a few weeks ago. So always easy to take a graded 52 Mantle in trade. Let's see. Up next, 62 Topps Hank Aaron. Going to Brian Yacker. Really clean front, and as mentioned in that description, there's just a tiny little bit of white out there at that corner, but really nice presentation. Some more 62 Topps action here with Brooks Robinson, PSA 5. Going to Matthew Piscatella. '63 Jello goes to Luis Mazzanti. '63 Bombers Best. Goes to Steve Hathaway. Then the '63 Mantle goes to John Pavich. '64 Mantle going to Brian Yacker. And of course, still quality cards falling in between here. No bidding in this, Dana. These are already sold, so this is just the random from the mixer break. I don't really do auctions on the live stream. It stresses me out to even just think about it. So 66 Topps Mantle here, going to Jimmy Jordan. So yeah, everybody bought into this break, $100 a spot. There were a bunch of Mantles, a bunch of other stars, all the way through. Some of them worth more than $100, some of them worth less. Average value I think came out like $99 and some change. So $100 a spot. Shipping is on me on these. And yeah, so we didn't then randomize the list of names to see who gets which card. 67 Mantle, Mr. Greg Ritzer. So yeah, that's the short version of how the mixer breaks work, Dana. If you're ever interested, I do a couple of these a month. Um, Not always. Post-war, the next mixer's looking like it's going to be pre-war. Might include some, later 40s cards in there, just because I got them and they're cool. 68 Mantle, going to John Pavich. 68 Superstars, goes to Mike Heffelfinger. 69 Tom Seaver. Going to Dustin Norton. And 69 Mantle. Going to Nathan Stoltz. There you have it on that mixer break. So that was fun. Lots of cool cards. Always fun looking at a nice group of Mantles. And then we'll dive into the next break. So we got 68 Topps set break up next. Oh, and Dana, one other thing. I guess I didn't say. If you guys are finding the live stream but don't really know how I run my breaks, generally they go on sale on Friday and then, become available for purchase is probably a better way to put it. And then so that happens on Friday, and then then we do the broadcast on Sunday evenings. Now, that's generally how it works. I feel like there have been more exceptions than usual lately, although this week is normal. This next week's Labor Day, we got some plans with the fam, so break will likely still go up for purchase on Friday, but then we will likely not broadcast until Tuesday. Now, I might put up an additional break on Monday is kind of a Labor Day special. I'm just got to see if I got time to get it together. So those are so that mixer break coming up on will go on sale on Friday, and then if it sells out and everything, and I've got time to put it together, another cool break coming up for will go on sale on Labor Day, just kind of as a little special. Um, so the same kind of format for our set breaks. However many spots you bought, that's how many cards you get. We determined earlier in the chat we're going to randomize this list 11 times. So we'll put it in the randomizer, shuffle those names up, and whatever it spits out, we'll paste right here. So whoever comes out of the randomizer in spot number 1 gets card number 1, NL batting leaders. Whoever comes out in, spot number 40 gets Denny McLain. Whoever comes out in spot 177 gets Nolan Ryan. Okay, so $10 a spot. You had a limit of 15 spots per person in this one. So thanks to everybody who bought in on it, and good luck to you. All right, so copy. Again, we'll use random.org's list randomizer. We'll just open up a new little window here. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So Tony Soto on top, Brian Yacker on bottom. All right. So if you don't follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Burl Sports in all 3 locations, you should at least hop on there on Friday evenings and get in on the giveaways. Um, congrats to Daniel Kelly, 9700 on Instagram for winning the free spot in this one. Usually pretty simple, 3-4 steps to enter, just engaging with my post on social media so that, shamelessly helps promote the business on social media, as well as reminding those algorithms to show you my content. So dual purpose there for me, and gets you a chance to win a free spot in the breaks that have 100 spots or more. So 3 ways to enter once on each of those platforms. And if you don't do any social media and you want to get on the giveaways, shoot me a message. We'll come up with some creative way to get you entered. Right, spot number one. Now, let me make that a little smaller so we don't see 40 names at a time. Also, I don't show every card on these broadcasts that have, several hundred, because we did that when I first started doing these breaks, and the videos were very long, and I got tired, and they weren't very engaging because I was bored. Um, so I knew you guys were bored. So instead, what we do is we read through the hits, show those live on the broadcast, and then I post a full list sorted by participant as soon as we get finished here. So Tony Soto getting the Clemente Gonzalez Alou NL batting leaders. Hey, absolutely. It, get significant others, friends, family, puppies. If they got a social media account, get them in on the giveaways. Will not hurt my feelings at all. NL RBI leaders going to David Mammal. Cepeda, Clemente, Aaron. AL's pretty snazzy too with Yaz, Killebrew, Frank Robinson. So the NL went to David Mammal, Kevin Benson getting the AL. So just fun when you have multiple Hall of Famers popping up on a single card like that. Gotta show it off. Brooks Robinson going to Michael Leinert. Gil Hodges goes to Laura Conrad. Billy Williams, 37, goes to Kyle Bean. Denny McLain goes to Steve Hathaway. Denny McLain, uh, you know, snagging the AL MVP in 1968. Good old 31 game winner. Tom Seaver, card 45, goes to Jeremy Marquand. Rookie Cup, good stuff there with the Seaver. First graded card of the break, Willie Mays, card number 50. This one's in excellent condition, 5 by Beckett. Out of focus. There we go. Card number 50 goes to Laura Conrad. 58, Ed Matthews. Goes to Yaren. Still weird seeing Ed with the Tigers. 80, Rod Carew. Rookie Cup card. Just a Mike Heffelfinger. Always like that Carew. Nice card. Gaylord Perry's 85. Goes to Douglin Meyer. I think that's supposed to be Douglas, and maybe you're just in a hurry trying to check out before it's sold out. But if not, welcome, Douglid. I'll have to make sure I don't. There are a couple times we've had people with names who are super similar, and I was like, is this the same person? No, it is not. Um, Willie Stargell's next number goes to Luis Mazzanti. Nice Stargell there, Luis. And I don't recognize your name yet, so welcome to the breaks. Spot 100, Bob Gibson. Gibson, I believe, was our NL MVP, if I remember right. I could be wrong. Yeah, Gibson, NL MVP. I got it on the other screen. I just had scrolled away from it. I don't have all these memorized, unfortunately. Goes to Jason Shepard. Hank Aaron, 110. Goes to Matthew Piscatella. Joe Morgan, 144. Goes to Steven Anderson. Drysdale's next number going to Joseph Cerullo. Then Roberto Clemente, also going to Joseph Cerullo. Nice hits, Joseph. 4.5 here on the Clemente. Very nice hit. World Series subset, of course, is retrospective from 1967, where the Cardinals had won. So Brock Sox 4 hits in the opener. Goes to Greg Cutrese. Game 2. Yaz smashing 2 homers. Goes to Mark Carlson. Gibson with the shutout. Game 4 goes to Mark O. St. Louis wins it 157. It's to Mike Heffelfinger. So game 7 card there. And then the champs celebrating. Going to Steven Strauss. Tony Oliva, 165. Goes to Brent Combs. There you go, Brent. Little Oliva. Right. Next big hit is right here. 177, Nolan Ryan rookie. Pretty decent centering. Crease-free example. Little surface impression there. Or not an impression, a dimple. I don't know. What do you call it when it comes up? But it's not on the back, so it's just in the paper stock. Is your main thing affecting condition, that and centering. On the back, worse than the front, so I can always live with that. SGC 5. So really nice, clean EX card. Ryan and Kuzman. Card 177. Goes to Eric Lewing. Nice hit, Eric. Congrats on adding the Ryan to your collection. All right. Oops, that's not the way I wanted to do that. There we go. Cepeda, card number 200. Goes to Mark Berman. Juan Marichal, 205. Goes to Todd Casista. Jim Bunning, it's 215. Goes to Pete Paparizos. Killebrew, 220. Goes to Matt Rosedal. Pete Rose, 230. Going to Michael Leinert. Rose led the NL in hitting in 68 with a .335 batting average. Marshall had 26 wins. I didn't mention that when I had him up a second ago. Led the NL in wins. And if you're curious, because I'm looking at it, didn't say it earlier, Bob Gibson had a 1.12 ERA with 268 strikeouts. Nutso. Ron Santo, 235, goes to Yaron. Al Kaline here, 240. Goes to Pat Wigington. So, 2.5 here on the K line, as you can see. Gorgeous crease-free example. So what's wrong with it? Did they misgrade it? No, they did not. Miscut on the back. SGC doesn't do the qualifiers, so that is the reason for the grade. But nice presentation on the front for sure. All right. Next up, 247. Johnny Bench, PSA 6. Nice rookie card here of Bench. So card 247. Goes to Zach Thiel. Nice hit, Zach. Congrats for sure. Right. Yaz led the AL batting average, 301. There he is. Maybe. Yes, 30 or 230. Going to Carl Yastrzemski. Norm Cash. Goes to Mark O. Cash, big part of that Tigers team. Phil Necro goes to David Doyle. When I say that Tigers team, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the Tigers did win the World Series in '68. Mickey Mantle. Beckett 4 here on the Mantle. For 280. Goes to John Blair the second. Really nice card there for you, John. Willie McCovey, card 290. Goes to Dave Raimondo. McCovey with 36 home runs, 105 RBIs, led the National League in both categories. Red Shane Dienst goes to Laura Conrad. Luis Aparicio, 310. Goes to Mark O. Roger Maris goes to Zach Thiel. So second hit there for you, Zach. Nice. Congrats. Still a decent number of hits to look at. So, you know, just because you didn't hit one of the big rookies or the Mantle, don't feel like you should run away. Still some really cool cards from 1968 to look at. Wilhelm is next. Goes to William Lechner. Ernie Banks, 355. Goes to Jonathan Deegan. Hit the All-Star subset here. So, Killebrew goes to Pete Paparizos. Again, sorry, Pete, if I'm mispronouncing your last name, but congrats on the Killebrew All-Star. Cepeda goes to Steven Strauss. Rod Carew goes to Barton Durham. Joe Morgan goes to Steven Strauss. Brooks Robinson goes to Jimmy Jordan. Santo goes to Robert Pellegrino. Yaz goes to Al Godwin. Hank Aaron goes to Edwin Pastrana. Tony Oliva goes to Jeff Williams. Lou Brock. I don't think I've mentioned yet. Brock led the National League with 62 stolen bases. Brock going to Matthew Piscatella. Frank Robinson. Jeremy Marquand. And Clemente. Also Jeremy Marquand. So nice little double all-star hit there for you, Jeremy. Back design is puzzles. So fit the puzzle pieces together. Complete the picture. Bob Gibson goes to David Mammal. Oh, about another 8 or 10 hits left to look at, even though we're in the 300s. Bill Mazeroski goes to Joey Plumley. So yeah, when 68, your all-stars fall earlier on, so don't have those falling in the high numbers, so get a little scarce on action up top in the set. 408 is Steve Carlton. Going to William Lechner. Of course, big part of this card success in the 60s. Ferguson Jenkins, 410. Just a Ronald Pearson. Mickey Lolich, 414. Jason Shepard. Lolich is the World Series MVP in 68. Yeah, that's right. Jim Cott, 450. Goes to Kevin Benson. Manager's dream. A dream, I tell you. Oliva, Cardenas. Clemente. Cardenas. Good player in his own right. 480. It's to Jonathan Deegan. Then the superstars. Killebrew, Mays, Mantle. Fantastic multiplayer card going to Matt Pottle. SGC 5.5 on this one. Frank Robinson, card number 500. Goes to Michael Pierce. $520, Lou Brock. Goes to Jeremy Merriquin. There you go, Jeremy. Really big break for you. Congrats, man. Bert Belters. Favorite for all you Oriole fans out there. Goes to Doug Meyer. And now the last hit we'll show on the broadcast is Palmer. I think he's 575. Yeah, goes to Joseph Stanton. All right, so that does it for the 68 break. I can show you the free spot really quick because I didn't see it as we scrolled, so let's find him. So there he is, card 173, John Boozer. So very nice. Appreciate each and every one of you. We'll get these sorted and shipped out over the course of this week. Probably noticed if you were in last week's break, most of those didn't go out until Saturday. You ended up with, I think it was over 170 different participants. So more packages than usual usually leads to more taking me longer. I did get some of the bigger hits out earlier in the week, so but most of those are still in transit. So be looking for that beginning of next week. But that's all I've got for tonight. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Hope you have a great week rolling into the Labor Day weekend next weekend, and look for nice mixer break coming up on Friday. To be determined if I had anything in with it, but as long as that mixer sells well, probably put up a little bonus Labor Day break for available on Monday. Broadcast next week will be Tuesday evening. Definitely a shift off of the regular programming, but hope you all are able to take advantage, enjoy some time with the people who are important to you. I know I will. And that's all I got, folks. This is Burl signing off.